I still feel like Stifmeister has a very, very good shout.
Absolutely, yeah.
To take this particular matchup, but Fish123 definitely have the superior star power there. They have the old scene guard, and they've got Smooya, basically going ham.
Yeah.
It's very, very good. And Mighty Max is also, very capable player. Hopefully he steps up in this one. If he does, then we will be having a very nice Fish123 map. But for the time being, let's see whether Stifmeister will be able to hold a decent CT side. The pistol round ready to get started. The defuse kit for Astro and the smoke for him as well. Kevlar for everybody else with default pistols on the CT side. 2 raid bosses again from Fish123. Keita dropping both those P250s and getting a flashbang out for his side. Kevlar across the board here with Smooya and Sliggy playing with the raid boss.
Yeah, I don't see that much. Often just getting 2 P250s drop, maybe not getting a smoke instead. Overpass. It's really handy to have a smoke on pretty much any execute you're trying to do, any site you're trying to go to, try and smoke off dumpster if you're going towards A, or heaven if you're going towards B. We saw earlier when Boaster was playing that, that AWP in heaven can be really influential. And a USP in heaven can just be as good, especially when rushing against lots of long-range fights. But it looks like it is just going to be some sort of B split coming out.
Fish123 got my max and Smooya leading the charge. Smooya gets the first headshot on Lazar, looks towards heaven, and they haven't checked Toxic Powers. Eventually, Mighty Max swings around for the 180 and takes out King Frederick. The CT's getting picked off left, right, and center. Sliggy, Max, Lazar all getting kills. Astro does get one back, but now looking for Mighty Max close range here. Can't quite figure out where he is, and the bomb does go down. He knows that Sliggy's on site. He's seen his shadow. A 4 versus 2 situation for Stifmeister to try and retake. Both players will come back to Graffiti, try to see if they can make their way up from there, but Astro needs to stay alive, and Dancy, well, 25 HP, he has to try and support him and hard carry his way to victory. Does get a nice shot on towards Keita, but Mighty Max is back here. He takes down Astro for a drop in the defuse kit, with Sliggy getting himself the second. That's going to be the pistol to the favour of Fish.
Yeah, those P250s are actually just doing work. It can be so much better than the Glock based on, it's kind of like the USP in a sense, where it's a bit better at long range, especially after what Valve did to it. It's a bit better at long range than it is at the close range. But still, P250, a good pistol to take into these pistol rounds, try and match that USP, and that is going to be a force from Stifmeister. It looks like Luz is actually trying to save towards the AWP as well, which is smart from him, try and get that out as early as possible.
Totally plausible right here for the Fish side. They're just going to be going for the, as you say, stranded Eco, just Eagle hand cannon in play. Astro with the Eagle of his own accord, and actually could get enough decent amount of damage for it. Takes one. Oh my god, he lights them all up! I was not expecting him to do work like that, and very clearly I should have done. It is now just a 1 versus 5. Smooya falling. Astro on for the 4K, tapping away, gets the blind shot and all. What a ridiculous play from Astro, and Stifmeister will have their pistol. No, they're forced by.
Can no one get a second round anymore? What happened to the second round, Jamie?
What happened to the conversions? It's the answer to that question.
We should just start with the second round. Someone just gets by and then someone gets the pistols. They always win it for some reason. I don't know what's happening, but it looks like it will be a buy coming out again. Obviously, the war of attrition has started again. The 3rd map in a row where this has happened. It's very interesting to see that these teams are so comfortable just constantly forcing in these rounds. Smooya does have the AK. He's pretty proficient on any weapon, really. He doesn't have to always be on that AWP like the likes of JDM or someone like that. He can use a rifle as well.
Forced out from Fish. They don't really want to let that one go unanswered, to be honest. Smooya on the AK. Upgraded pistols, Kevlar helmets for everyone here for Fish123, but 2 AKs for Stifmeister could negate a lot of that head armor if Astro and King Frederick are positioned as appropriate. 60 seconds still left, and Fish have gained bathrooms control. They're going to get themselves very quickly into this one. Count their incendiaries, Molotovs come back, and actually Slinker's going to catch off Ling right here, just towards the other hand side. Picks up an SMG. As a result, forces the rotation to come back from the CT side. Eventually, they actually will go ahead and peek up outside of the high fall, and Lazar will take down Sliggy back to a 4 versus 4. But meanwhile, Fish have got the bomb down. Like I said, not letting that one go unanswered and trying to get this force buy back together to shut down Stifmeister. It's now entirely plausible. Mighty Max holding back, ensuring that no one goes for the backstab. But Fish123 just going to dealing with Stifmeister as they make their way quickly on towards the site. Now the smokes go down. They're going to try to see if they can stick this one, but they haven't got themselves on the target itself. Dancy going to get taken round 1. Actually, they might see if they can connect it together. No way! Oh! Just about getting there. Well, gets the 1 dig. No defuse kit for Stifmeister. A bit of a hard graph to kind of keep themselves back together, but Stifmeister do not get the defuse in the end.
And there we go, the force back, you know, just keeps on going. Another force, here we go, back into the round. Luzza still trying to save though, he does want to get the AWP out as early as possible. And M4 onto Astro, had a very nice round on that second round with the Deagle. CZs for everyone else, a fair amount of utility on Frederick as well, but the rest of the team is lacking. And a pretty good set of rifles from Fish123 as well.
Look at where Astro's playing right now, just outside of Fountain and Park. He's going to actually catch Sliggy off guard as a result. He got the flank on Link in that last one. Now Astro will return the favour. Looking for Keita. Doubles down. Drops the bomb and everything. Trying to look through triple here on Mole, but he won't be allowed it. But either way, the CTs have valuable information and a man advantage left back here. Make that no man advantage now. Smooya catches off King Frederick. Down to the 3 versus 3 we go, and Smooya would look like him for another dance. He could be in trouble here, because the pistols are now all that's left in play for Stifmeister. The rifles have been dropped well out of their position, well out of their control. They'll have to fight to try and get control of this round again.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Trying to see what Dancy's going to do here. This could be the most influential position of this round so far. If he's able to get at least 1 kill, that would really help out. Luzza especially is not on armor as well. So he needs to be the one to try and take contact on short, trying to bait them in, but it doesn't even look like they're going to go towards A anymore. It's going to go straight towards B with these rifles, an M4 and 2 AKs available. Plenty of utility as well to do heaven smoke, maybe a side smoke as well, but they need to be careful and they need to check B short here. They need to try and take this control. I'm not sure they're going to be expecting this though.
Even Link's presence could potentially slow them down to a crawl right here. Looking around, one man has crossed, the bomb yet to cross eventually. He will get themselves back past here. And Link will have to challenge against the man in connector Mole. Mighty Max now giving away his position. Takes down Luzza. Nice clean shot right here. Hell, even Dancy keeping Mole back here. Could be able to get this frag right here. The CZ will shut him down. 2 versus 2 now as they pick up an M4. And now Link will rotate in from short. Try to see if he can hold a decent position. Actually could boost their way through, which could catch Smooya off guard. Or is Smooya expecting it? Time's ticking away. There's no defuse kit here for Stifmeister. If we're going to make this retake work, they're going to do it now. And Mighty Max will just shut them down. 2 kills for him. Well, actually 3 kills overall for him, but 2 in that last one to bring Fish a 3rd.
Well, Fish123 right now need him to play like he did in Cobblestone, getting 31 kills, 26.5 as well. I mean, that was such a massive improvement for the first map. It was almost, you know, felt impossible that he was going to step up that much. But it seems like he's going for it again. And the Bison. The single best weapon in this game we have today. Did you know that? That's a fact.
I mean, an SMG with that much, you know, ammo.
Yeah, it's
pretty valuable.
It's fantastic on ecos. It's literally the best eco weapon, apart from something like a PT50. It's so cheap as well.
100% right now. Smooya going to take that into effect, but it will be key to take point with the Mac 10s, and Fish will just go straight into the site, uncontested by Stifmeister. The bomb will get planted. And, well, not really much more than that left for this CT side. They have got the eco out, so they can only really just do basic pistol damage. They can flash their way in with Astro, try to see if they can storm the retake and just meat shield their way to victory, potentially. Just like get all 5 men, 1 on the defuse, 1 man in each corner. Or they just might be playing the firing line, which actually looks like that's exactly what they're doing here. They are looking in, hoping that someone goes aggressive and, you know, makes a mistake. They can take a rifle away off the basis of that, but they will get spotted out by Keita, who does eventually end up falling. Mighty Max gets a trade right back to that. AK picked up by Link. If he can get far enough away, no, he does end up falling, and Dancy goes down all the same. King Frederick will get away alive for the most part, but unfortunately that is not an AK.
Obviously, you didn't get the AK as well.
No, he wanted the Bison, I think. Actually,
No,
he might get the
AWP.
AWP. Well, maybe he did, but either way, 4-1 is the scoreline for Fish, and Stifmeister have their first rifle.
Oh, I can't believe Smooya's not kept the Bison. You know, sometimes some people say it's better than the Orb. But yeah, you want Smooya on the Orb, and it's not a great buy for Stifmeister. Not awful, but no AWP out on Luzza like he would have liked. He is the one who has the most utility in terms of Molotov smokes and flashes, but no AWPs out for them. And you really want someone like Luzza, maybe someone like Dansky, trying to combat Smooya, but Sliggy gets the kill onto Luzza as well. Takes him out of the round pretty early on.
First man down, Sliggy to spray through the smoke, catching him off guard, lucky. Unable to do much more than that here for Stifmeister. Oh, Link's going to go aggressive and take down Keita, and this mid-aggression from Stifmeister is always over-aggressive, but they still make it work. Fish unable to punish them as they're just playing so away from the meta right here. Mighty Max will still get the second right here, and Smooya picked up Dancy. He peeks straight into Astro, who shuts him right back down. Mighty Max knows his position. 2 versus 3 situation still in the favour of Fish, and Astro is not expecting Mighty Max to be back here from water, so it's all linked. The backstabber, the left flanker of the mid position, a 1v3 situation against the Fish side. What can he do from here? Bomb planted, looking for Mighty. Bursts his way, can't take the full frag. The HG will do its damage, and as a result, Link will get forced away. Realising this is not his game, this is not his fight, and this is not his round. It will be a 5th on the board for Fish123 and Stifmeister. Well, looking likely to have to kind of bear the brunt of the 4-round loss bonus and go for Max.
Yeah, this is not looking good for them. It looks like Fish123 maybe just had a bit of an off map on Mirage, and they're starting to show what it's really like, and they don't need to do better than what they show on Mirage to beat Bulldog Mix. That's going to be an incredibly hard game if they are able to make free Stifmeister, who are not out just yet. It just doesn't seem they have the same confidence as they did on Mirage.
Yeah, Bulldog Mix, the all-star studded lineup of, well, several very good players from the UK scene.
Epsilon players as well.
Yeah, Epsilon players as well, so to see Smoothie and Keita come up against them is going to be a very interesting time. But for now, oh, Smoothie, wow, very, very nice indeed. But yeah, no, for now, Fish do need to run through Stifmeister to get there. Bulldog are currently waiting in the finals for them. On the grand, oh, not the grand finals, the upper bracket finals. But yeah, right now it's just that AK that Link had saved. Astro in mid, in bathrooms, eventually backing back off to the B site and eventually hoping for support to come and support him. But I don't really see Stifmeister getting much done in this round so far. Fish123 have proven themselves to be extremely good when it comes to this T-side aggression, and I imagine they'll put that into effect during round 7.
Yeah, but you never know. These CZs, they can do so much work. It's actually insane how good the CZ, because it got nerfed for a bit and then everyone stopped using it, but it hasn't been changed at all since then. It's just people just started using it a bit more and realised it's still the same gun. It's still as good as it was. Now it's really going to be all up to Link here. Well, you'd expect it to be up to Link with that AK. He's got a bit of utility as well, so if he wants to try and flash up, try and help some of his teammates on those pistols, that would be great for them. But it looks like they've actually gone for an A snap because of the information taken by Luzza there towards B shot. So Fish123 are going to be running straight into a 4-man stack here.
It's going to get very, very ugly indeed, but maybe Stifmeister could have a chance. Astro, front and centre, taken down by Mole. Mighty Max Smooth traveling through. Link gets one, but that's all he'll get. And Luzza caught off guard on a backstab. That is it for Stifmeister in that round. 6-1, the scoreline for Fish123. A max loss bonus for the CT side. And if they start losing rounds now, then well, what really much more can you find out of CT side? They need to put this double up setup to play, and they will go for the double up setup. Luzza and Dancy. Luzza will be playing into the B site. Dancy backing up Astro, coming in straight for this immediate mid peak and pick. They might boost each other up here above the smoke. Eventually, actually, eventually Dancy just going to go ahead and back off and Smoothie trying to get a good peek in from the mid position. Sorry, from connected position. Actually gets taken down by Luzza's orb. So great response there from the CTE side. Smoothie misses his first, he gets punished for his mistake and punished for re-peeking back in on the Fish side.
Yeah, that was a fantastic bait on short. It was Luzza peeking in and Link just sort of spamming his M4, just trying to make sure that Smoothie re-peeked that. And it looks like Mighty Max is actually going to flash his teammates through that monster smoke. The problem is that everyone on Stifmeister is ready. I don't think a single person was blind. And it looks like it's going to be a free K for Frederick. But a 1 kill for Link. And then obviously Luzza getting the other kill as well. 6-2, Stifmeister. Need to try and get back. It was a similar score to what it was on Cobblestone. I believe it was 9-2 at one point. So Fish123 have the position to reset Stifmeister. They just need to try and continue on.
6-2. As you were saying, double up setup for the Stifmeister side. For this peek in with the AWP. Astro, caught off guard by the early presence, but unable to get fragged out. Smoothie doesn't expect him to be here towards birthday party. Why did they take that, to be honest? They would have known that he crossed right there. They obviously took the shots. Unless they were really that blind by the smoke that they actually didn't see him, they just got some lucky tags. In that case, well, Smoothie suffers to the hands of his own defeat right there. Down by a man already. Fish123. 5-on-4 situation, losing their main AWP as well. That's not really how you want to go if you're T-side.
Yeah, that was quite odd from Smoothie. You know the smoke's going down mid, so there's a possibility. Even if you think it's unlikely he's going to be, you know there's a possibility up there. So you need to be really careful when you're doing stuff like that. But he's just running with his knife out, a little bit careless. But, mistakes are made sometimes.
Arcee catches Mighty Max now to the 5 versus 3. Just gets worse and worse for Fish. Even the repick coming from Astro will catch off one with his knife out. Can't quite get Keita, unfortunately. That's still a 1-for-3 trade to the favour of Stiff. The bomb will push its way into the B side with Sliggy. Trying to make something work here from Monster. Won't find any CT side presence. They're all held passive on the site. Just going to wait for them to shut this bomb cross down because they know Keita has it. And Link is just waiting for him right here from the short position. Eventually he will peek. The shadow has been spotted. Frederick has the info. Link will take down him. And Frederick will take down Slug. It's now 3 rounds on the board for Stifmeister. And Fish123 have lost quite an amount of money that they had before. They are down to 2 rounds of loss bonus. With the amount of money that they had in the reserve, they should potentially get themselves a force buyout. But they're going to go for the half buy actually instead and just save enough money for the 3rd round loss bonus.
Yeah, I mean, this should be interesting to see. They are just going to go... I'm not sure if that's... No, it wasn't a full investment for them. They are just going to go for the half buy, knowing that the loss bonus is building up a little bit. That flash into mid, I don't think it actually blinded Dansky, but he needs to be very careful. He does manage to get one, but surely nothing else. Astro only able to get one out of it as well. And that's going to be 2 guns picked up, surely. Yeah, there we go. The AWP going on to Smuya and M4 onto Keita. Maybe you've got to give that to Mighty Max as well, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Now, 3 versus 3. An AWP on Luxor. Lazar, I don't know where I said Luxor.
Say, like, where did you get the X from?
Sometimes, if you saw one of my tweets earlier, sometimes my brain just goes to a different place. Link and Frederick, the AKs for the team. Molotov going into mid. Looks like Fish123 are just going to commit to the A site.
Commit they will. 60 seconds still left. And King Frederick spots out Mighty Max, shuts him down. That's the M4 out of play. It's Keita with the CZ and Sweeney with the AWP. And Keita's going to plant directly in the smoke. Very open, but Stifmeister aren't going to be able to deny it. Eventually peeks back out, tries to take Link, but Link survives on 5 HP and shuts him down. It's all Smooth. Yeah, Smooth God, Smooth the man. The 1 versus 3 with the AWP. Flashbangs over. Forced to take the shot from Bathrooms. Peeks back in from mid, and Luzza's watching this one. They will slip the defuse, and Smooya is no position basically to be dealing with this one right here. He just, yeah. If they planted that for like the outer default, out towards the you know, where it's planted and exposed towards mid and Bathrooms, then maybe that might have been a shout. But Keita planted the bomb like, you know, in between that little position between the truck and the boxes themselves. So. Yeah, awkward positioning, and you know, Smooth wasn't able to adjust for it as appropriate, so that's a 4th round of the ball for Stifmeister that they will take pretty happily. Yeah,
still, Smooth able to save the AWP into the next round means he won't have to invest fully, he can get the utility, and he already had armor as well, so I think he only had to buy head armor maybe, but still, gets full utility, saves an AWP, and it forces Stifmeister to buy up a couple of guns. Lazar and Dansky on the AWP this round, Astro, Link, and Frederick on the rifles.
Just slowly, they will look into the mid position. They know that Stifmeister have gone aggressive in this in the past, and they are expecting players to be around this bench and you know, in the Bathrooms area. But 1 minute and 10 still left to go. Fish123 just coming out all their bases and trying to see if they can find any overextending CTs. But so far, Stifmeister aren't biting. They are just held back in very standardized positions. Just, you know, monsters held. They're holding down short from toxic barrels. They've got 2 players on the site. They've got one that's also pushed up aggressive here from long, trying to gain some Bathrooms control and could catch off several players. But Fish123 have rotated most of their fours back in to the short control, and something's calling out a rotation. I'm not sure if that's just information being spotted from like long or something, or sorry, from heaven or something. But Stifmeister are actually ready for this pusher. 4-man stack ready, and Lazar will take down Smoothie to kick things off. Link takes a headshot of Mighty Max, traded back by Sliggy, but not for long as Frederick doubles down with a double kill. Bomb control to their favor. At the very least, Mole will be able to pick one back, but it's a 1 versus 3 for him. And Stifmeister have control of the site. 20 seconds left. There's no time. This should be a 5th for the CT side.
Yeah, it looks like Mole's just actually going to save through connector as well. We know he can get exit there. A good round from Stifmeister, and they look to be bringing back on overpass. So we may have a bit of a slobber knocker on our hands.
Yeah, Fish, a bit unlucky when it comes down to their pushes. Eventually it will amount to 2-4 rounds. Lost bonus to the favour of the C side. AK saved, however. And they will be able to buy around it, so we could get the AWP out. That's exactly what he's going to be doing. Kevlar helmet for it in all. Can also get the full set of utility, but I don't think he's going to go for it. Nope, double flash smoke, so never mind. He will go for it instead. Limited utility across the board here for Fish, but not by a significant amount. It's mostly Sliggy, my man, with the flashbang alone. And Mighty Max is taking the UMP sacrifice for a little bit extra utility, but already it's gone south for the for the T side, I should say. Mole on 14 HP, Dancing caught off guard at 32 at the very least. That CZ of Kita doing its damage of the Fish side, and trades out the AK for Mole. So damage done on both sides, but Stifmeister just about coming out on top, and Fish123 making their way quickly into their positions. Could get caught off guard by the CT gank, but so far they are just playing passive once again.
Yeah. This UMP on Mighty Max isn't playing in the greatest place. You don't really want to be coming down A long when you've got the UMP. You'd rather have him short so you can get out, get close to those angles. Oh, that's a great pick by Sliggy. Just finds Link getting a little bit too aggro towards short there. Looks like he may be trying to lurk there, but they spotted out earlier that he was lurking. Nearly gets taken down there as well, and that is, wow, that is ridiculous from Dansky. He should not be making a play like that. Keita, oh, actually reads it, nearly turns away, doesn't get the kill, but this should be another round for Fish123. That nade could do a lot of damage. There's actually a lot of low HP players here. Nearly hits the shot on Smoothie as well.
Very, very close to that AWP shot, and that would have been a great play to pick off. AWP down 2v4 now. Smoothie up, just about spots out Luzzer, but waits a second to get a confident pick. Now it's all down to King Frederick. AK in his hands, 1v4 clutch. Out from Dumpster, making his position known, and they will spam the wall banks to try and take him down. Luzzer in this position, sorry, Smoothie in this position should not be able to lose it. And King Frederick, well, I think they realise that he is backed the hell off. This will be a 7th on the board for Fish123 as Stifmeister once again deny the, are denied, sorry, the opportunity to even up against their opposing T-side force. But there's only one round, there are many more to go, and a reset potential is totally on here for the CT, which could push them all the way over to 8-7 on the end of the half. Limiting on funds, but they should be able to drop a couple weapons, so we should be seeing buys coming out for the CT side. What's that single AWP immediately out of the dances? And Astro passing the AK back to King Frederick as the M4s do get brought up. And also 1 UMP for Astro.
Yeah, they squeeze the double up just. If they lose this round, that's almost certainly going to be at least probably a 9-5, 9-6, or 10-5, and that's a great pick by Smoothie. The AWP goes down, well, one of the AWP goes down immediately on Dansky and Connector, and that's not the great start he wants. He wants to try and get information. The information plays by Stifmeister have been, well, prominent, like they're doing now, taking B shot control.
The dances, I can imagine why he want to go toe-to-toe with Smoothie. He is one of those AWPers. He's very young, very talented, and has proven himself quite significantly. But Smoothie is just a little bit further up the pecking order, to be honest. And unfortunately, we'll stand a 1v1 duel. You're going to lose that to the likes of Big Smooth.
Yeah, exactly right. He has more experience than an AWPer. He's played against better AWPers. There's nothing you really can do about that. And Luzzer is in a bit of a predicament in terms of positioning. If Keita doesn't make too much of a sound, he should be fine, but it doesn't even look like they're going to go into toilets. So Luzzer has gained a little bit of information off that, and with the 2 people on B short, it looks like they were trying to boost Connector as well. He definitely dropped. He definitely saw his head. Oh, that's a fantastic pick. He definitely saw his head there. I don't know why he jumped like that.
Best part about it is that he's also got him suppressed. That last man Link there towards the short area cannot move from his position as he forces the issue, and he's going to do so successfully, dropping the bomb and everything. Unfortunately, he couldn't stay alive against the third, and Mighty Max will shut him down. King Frederick will get that one frag to a 1v2, but he's got a 3k clutch this round. The bomb gets planted on B. I don't know where it's coming from. Sliggy will eventually hear that. Good grenade, though. Doesn't land where he wants it to. Lands a little bit short of Mighty Max. If he put that down towards Sliggy, then that could have been a bit more effective and done some more damage, but now he's just on 16 HP, burning alive in the Molotov. And I don't really see him being able to work this one out here unless he manages to get both the headshots, giving away his position once again. As a result, Sliggy will shut him down. 8 rounds on the board for Fish123. They take the half away from Stifmeister. Only just, though. The CT side have very little money to play with. They're probably going to be up for an eco round.
Yeah, they really need to just try and eco for last here. King Frederick will probably drop an AWP towards that last round if he just sort of saves his money now. And it looks like that's exactly what's going to happen. It's going to be eco. Fish123 just need to make sure they do not throw this away. There's going to be 2 default pistols on Luzzer and Astro. And then Link, Frederick and Dansky with the upgraded pistol. It's going to be a 4-man A long stack, which is actually what got them their second round, or their first round, I should say, in the second round.
Totally plausible right here. Not much left for Stifmeister at the moment. Deagle's out, CZ. Very little outside of that for Stifmeister. No armor, no utility. Basic pistols for the remaining players. Okay, we'll just peek up. Let the bomb go. Good. Because in this kind of a stack situation, chances are you will get taken down and the bomb would have dropped in the favour of the CT side. Now that they know where 3 of them are, they're probably going to play their cards right and rotate back towards the B side. Indeed, they will. With Mighty Max taking out one. What? Did he just take out Smoothie as well? Close? Okay. That's a slight problem. 3 versus 2, however. Stifmeister actually going to take full advantage of that. They got 3 AKs in the favour of the CT side. Now, I remember a couple of maps ago they actually used that to their advantage in a retake situation. Do you think they're going to be able to pull that off against Fish?
I don't think it's going to happen. There's no armor. It may be worth just saving this towards the last round since they're so low in economy. It could happen, but there we go. Sliggy gets 1 kill, and Mighty Max is going to take him coming through the smoke as well, and that leaves Link in a 1 versus 2. I believe that Molotov is a bit short of the bomb, but still, there's no way Link can save here at all unless he gets this kill on Sliggy.
He won't be able to do so. 3v2 to a 2v none to the favour of Fish123, 9-5. Favour of the T side, and Stifmeister have themselves another buy up here. Last buy up of the half. 4 M4s, 1 AWP, vice versa for Fish123 with the AKs. And the 2 defuse kits in play for Stifmeister. So they do need a round right here. 6 to 9 half. I mean, that doesn't usually cut it for a CT side of Overpass. So I have my doubts about whether they'll be able to pick this up against Fish123 on the T side. But that being said, we saw Stifmeister have some very good T sides today. So maybe that might be completely different, but we'll find out as the match does go on.
On a map like Mirage, the T-side was just really, really good. They knew what they were doing. Cobblestone, they were a little bit lost on the T-side, didn't really know what to do. Overpass, I don't think I've seen their T-side on Overpass, but I imagine they probably have a little bit more of an idea than they did on Cobblestone.
And let's see if it will be 10-5 to close things up for Fish123. That's a pistol and a rifle away from taking our spot in the upper finals. Up against the Dog Gaming mix, Bulldog Gaming, I should say, mix. Astro will connect the first 2, however, taking down Keita and tagging Mighty Max damn close to death. 11 HP left on him, and Smoothie also has a good angle right here. Oh no, King Frederick didn't quite hear out the scope. Neither did his teammates call it out to him, so 4v4 situation, and the bomb's going to rotate back away from Monster. Link's going to be ready for this. Oh, peeks away from Mighty Max, but he still can catch the skill. Takes 1, connects them both, but gets damaged. And nothing more than that. It's up to Dances to get both of these frags. Sliggy peeks around and gets shut down. Loza going to support Astro here from Heaven, but they're smoked off. 20 seconds left. Fish either need to go now or they need to rotate now, depending on however they want to do it. They've got to go towards this A site. 15 seconds to be just about enough time for the rotation. Unfortunately, with one man here, he will suppress, keep Dancy on the site itself. The orb shot comes through, but the bomb will get planted for the site. They definitely heard that. Retake will be in full effect. Smoothie. Or can he clutch this out with the orb in his hands? Low HP, takes 1, 3k for him. Astro needs a good spray. Flashbang from one side, spots his head, and Smoothie peeks in. He's going to go around towards Almost, takes the shots on shots. Both sides missing, but Astro gets up close and personal and wins out the fight for it. It's going to be 2k for him, and a 6 down for Stifmeister to close out their CT half.
Yeah, a much needed round. They really couldn't let that go 10-5, especially as they're going into the T side. Fish123, their Cobblestone CT side is almost impenetrable, so I don't know how that's going to fare on the Overpass, but it should be interesting to see. It's definitely, I'm hoping it'll be a close game, because Stifmeister, they're trying to fight for their upper bracket life here, otherwise they will have to battle it through the entirety of the lower bracket.
It's a pistol round. For Stifmeister, this is the equalizer. For Fish123, this is a significant advantage above this T side, and potentially another map to their favour, but we'll find out whether that will be the case in the next few moments here. P250 for Lazza. He's playing Raid Boss with Astro taking the smoke and flashbang on the utility set for Stifmeister. Fish123 have the defuse kit on Keita. Smoke on him as well. Everybody else has Kevlar. Everybody else has basic default pistols right here. Fish123 have a bit of a stack here towards the B side. They've got one man here in the position on mid. Another flashes will come through and Fish123 will have to rotate that one man here and the 4-man stack already. Mighty Max here on the box and they're not even expecting it. He gets one Keita alongside and we're able to get one more Dance. He goes taking one Luzzer, but Mighty Max is still here and they have no idea what on earth is this from Fish123. Stifmeister still don't know he's here. He's got such a good position right now above this seaside and it allows more players to rotate in time to shut down Astro and leave Luzzer as the last man left here for this T-side. Oh man, what on earth have we just witnessed?
Oh no, that's crazy. Luzzer just trying to tap away on Smooya. Only 6 HP on him right now after getting dinked by one of those blocks. A little bit of damage just being thrown onto Luzzer. That Smooya actually only has 2 bullets left, I should say. He gets taken down, so his bullets do not matter anymore. Mighty Max in the pit. Luzzer actually takes down Sluggish. Well, that got way too close for comfort, but Fish123 take it after Mighty Max somehow had no idea where he was.
This might get a little bit more difficult now for Stifmeister. 10-6. Favor of Fish. They're now only a handful of rounds away from taking the series and going to the upper finals. It's going to be a long graft now for Stifmeister to get these 4 rounds to come back and then to go all the way to the end of it. They've still got to recover so much off of the broken CT side. They didn't even get the bomb plant in that last round, so no extra money to work with. They're going to go for the 4th player as a result. 2 Deagles, 2 CZs, and the scout for Dances. As the T side will look for the mid control initially. Try and find anyone that they can. Scouts also ring out shots from Smooya as well as Dances. Astro is the first man to go falling. Dances catches off a good tag. Oh, quick scope to take down Sliggy. 4 versus 4 and the bomb will make its way in at point, but got to be careful with the CTs having players here in the corners. Wait, hang on. King Frederick took down one of his own teammates. That allows Smooya to follow up with a PT-50 and a scout shot and leaves it up to Dances alone in a 1 versus 4. Oh my god, you're going to be kidding me. What the hell was that, guys? 2 TKs in that last round.
So Smooya tagged up the guy in front of King Frederick as King Frederick was shooting, so he killed him. And I'm pretty sure Dancy tagged up Smooya, and then as Smooya was shooting him, he got killed as well. You don't like to see that. It would be an eco for Stifmeister. They do not claim that second round like they did in the first half, and it becomes even more difficult.
Stifmeister now forced down to the full eco. Mighty Max also here. Oh, got a good lineup on several players, but unfortunately, not much more than that. Good grenade as well from Mole. Trying to suppress them for a couple extra seconds, but they will spread out, make their way in. And now line up for Mighty Max, who gets himself 2, 3, almost a 4th. It's smooth to finish off the final man there for the Fish side, 12-6. The pistol and conversions. Finally, they get a second round and the 3rd round after that pistol, you know?
Might be the first time we've seen that today.
Yeah, I know. But 12-6 is the scoreline to the favour of this Fish side. The AK is out to play for Stiff, as they have to contend with a Scout, 2 SMGs, but 2 M4s still in play from Keita and Mighty Max. If they win this round, I feel like Fish123 are going to be going to the upper bracket finals tonight here, Dream.
Yeah, and it looks like Fish123, this is, well, you know, ballsy from Keita, just go straight through that smoke. And they are just going to converge here. Mighty Max as well, that's the first own pick, not what Stifmeister wanted. And Mole actually gets a kill with the MP9 before going down as well. Keita needs to be very careful, needs to find a headshot there. But that is so risky from him, just trying to try and fall back in that situation. Now, looks like he's just going to set a 3 versus 3. Maybe even heading towards B. There's actually no one on the B site right now.
Yeah, Loza could push up and get control of this one right now, and Fish123 wouldn't be able to stop him. Eventually, it looks like they're going to rotate one back through Heaven in control of this one and try and hold down the B side. That is Smooya with the M4. M4's picked up by Sliggy as well. 3 versus 3 situation. Fish123 at the disadvantage, and Stifmeister has to go up against Smooya to try and make this work. Sliggy's got no information. Have a hunch it might be towards B site. He's ready on the rotations if needs be, but yeah, Loza will find the first man. Mighty Max goes forward, and Smooya going to get up close and personal here at the site itself, and King Frederick will take him down with a headshot. 1 versus 3 now for Sliggy. 2 low HP players, so actually this is still doable. Spots Dancy, takes him down, looks for the man inside the smoke, but can't quite do it. King Frederick will make his way back away from short, and Loza will be left to contend with here out towards Monster. Lots of time for Sliggy, got the defuse kit, but spotted out by Loza, takes the shot, he actually fluffs the spray. Sliggy will start up with him with the flashbang, still takes down Luzza, and now can stick the bomb. He's going to stick it right here. Frederick gets caught off guard. 2 seconds. He's got a peek. He's going to find his doorway. Sliggy to the split second still wins the round for Fish123, and Stifmeister will be running away with that one just like lol. That's it. Nothing much more than that. Fish123
He doesn't
continue
get
their
stuck
streak.
in the wall. If he doesn't get stuck in the wall, he has that.
Exactly.
That 0.1 second just cost him there.
Oh dear, that is not very good at all there. I mean, Sliggy will be happy with that one. They'll be laughing in the Fish123 camp. Stifmeister, however, well, that smile from Razu is more just like oh, I'm smiling.
But, you
In
know,
the inside,
it's a bit
I'm
of
just like, I'm pretty miffed.
It's
that
a
just
cover
happened.
smile.
Yeah, it's a cover smile, pretty much.
Now, looks like Stifmeister are just going to make their way towards A. 1 player and connector, 4 towards A shot. There's actually three players from Fish123 here towards the A site now. An AWP on Smuya, and then 4 M4s for the rest of the team. No AWP for Stifmeister. Would have loved to have that on Loza, I'm sure, or Dansky. Either one would be fair enough. Fish123 also taking B short control, so they've got the information here.
Link close range on Sliggy. Shuts him down for the first frag to favour a Stiff, but Smoothie is still here and he spots the first man. Good flick on towards Luzza. Back to the advantage of the CT side, and well, they got one more man here. Back towards the corner, shut down the 2 players, crossing Mighty Max on a backstab. Very nicely done. 14-6, Fish123. Not losing a single round so far this CT half, with Stifmeister pushed up against the wall. They've got to force for the next 2 rounds if they want to try and set up a comeback. It was happening over on Cobble for a few rounds. Happened over on Mirage for Fish123. But I'll be honest, mate, I think this one's a bit far gone. I think this is the Fish victory for today.
I think this is the matchup we expected. The matchup we wanted to see. Bulldog Mix versus Fish123 in this upper bracket final. That decides who gets the map advantage into the grand final as well. But Astro maybe trying to shut that down as he gets a fantastic shot onto Smuya. A nice pre-fire headshot onto him. Laza, another shot onto Sliggy as well. The skill is there. Boy, he's been skill in the UK scene, just never been able to put it together yet.
Oh, they got one more man still here. Still traded back by Link, 2 versus 4, make it 1, and Fish123 are going to get picked apart eventually. Mighty Max is the last man left, stepping up during Cobble, but for this one, doesn't look like he's going to be able to win this 1v4 situation. Does do a little bit of damage to several players across the board. Does take down King Frederick. But how about from Dumps, so they don't know where he is. Eventually spotted out by Link across, sprays him down. Still takes a dink for it, but 3k overall for it. And Stifmeister will hold on to at least that 7th round on the board here. Fish123 actually having a pretty crippled economy. This could actually get a bit more of an awkward buy for this CT side, if they're not careful at least.
Yeah, they don't need to overinvest too much into this round. Just take a little bit of a half buy. Some people get pistols. I would have preferred Sliggy just save as much as he could, because he's the lowest amount on that team and he's actually dropped himself to 2,200. Still should have enough to buy, but that extra utility on a gun round could make the difference. Now it looks like it's going to be fast, maybe even just fast speed. I was going to say fast speed control. That is interesting for Lozzo, but Smuya's not expecting that. And in connector, there's 3 players, not expecting King Frederick to be there. He should be able to get a second here at least, and there we go. All players in connector have gone down. Mighty Max on short. Surely no way he gets anything else, and there's not 14-8.
Stifmeister. Lot to do here on this T side. Up out for Laza, Astro and Co have the AKs. Double up set up for Fish123 on Smuya and Mole. The question is, will Mole be able to put up the same sort of performance numbers as Smuya did with his AWP? It's currently second to last when it comes to the individual performance players of Fish123. Stifmeister are going to go quickly into this monster setup right now. If Keita Molotovs this off, it's going to get very, very awkward indeed. And here we go, the already challengers come out. Keita takes down Link to kick things off. Astro peeking in around, spots Keita, shuts him down. Smuya also falling to the hands of Luzza's AWP. But look at Mighty Max on the backstab. They are expecting this, but Luzza still gets caught off guard as the bomb goes down. 3v3 retake now up for Fish. 1, 2, 3. Mole looking over the smoke, trying to catch anything they can. King Frederick is going to give that away, and Mighty Max has to focus on this connector position as well as Monster and the short position itself. But they're running out of time. Now Fish123 need to make this work. Sliggy Move up, spotted, sprayed, taken down. With Mole there backing up. Mighty Max is here towards short, looking for King Frederick. He's so close. Here's the footstep. Here's him cross. Peeks back out, sprays him down, shuts him down. But not enough time in this case for Fish123 to get the retake. They will have to concede the night to Stifmeister, who still hold a little bit of fight, but they lose a lot of players in that last round. And that makes it a very expensive round overall for the Tees.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate. They needed to get more than I think they got 2 kills maybe on the site. Needed to try and get more than just trades in that situation, but unfortunate for Fish123. Mole just going to keep the AWP this round, not deciding to drop it over to Smear as he doesn't have armor. And he does have armor now, so maybe worth just giving that AWP over to Smear.
Very well indeed. But they're going to opt not to do so instead. So just the AWP here in the hands of Mole. Going to go instantly into the default here for Fish123. They actually take mid-aggression. Mighty Max caught off guard with the M4 shut down by Dances. King Frederick seeing Smooya as well. Doesn't quite get the frag that he wanted to, but Smooya does have short control alongside Kita. And 3 more from mid and bathrooms as well, trying to suppress this T-side. Good peek in from Smooya, however, boosted up to look in and try and cut off a rotation. Especially if this AWP can keep them from getting in towards the A, so if they rotate back, then this Deagle could be devastating from the likes of Smooya. They try to cross. Link is spotted, taken down. Back to a 4 versus 4 of the CT side. We will go, but 60 seconds will remain for Stifmeister. In very aggressive positions to handle against Fish123. They've got to try and make a move and force the issue. With Mastiggy going down, actually, that could be the move that forces it.
Yeah, Mole still on the AWP though, and that could be the crucial part here. A player in aggressive short as well. As long as he's not found by King Frederick, this could work out. No one is actually going to check short as well. Damage being done to Astro. Where is the AWP of Mole? He's currently, I think, yeah, he is the toilet player, so he's actually kind of sandwiched. Oh, that's an easy kill for him. Takes him down, just sitting, waiting. Needs to be very careful though. No way he gets that. Laza takes down Keita in the meantime. That's round over.
Smooya, not much they can do. Taken down by Astro, and Stifmeister now bring this within 4 rounds of Fish123's lead. We wanted a close series, but we have gotten a little bit closer than we expected, to be honest, when Stifmeister lost that CT half. They are back in the game, and potentially back in the series now. 14-10 to Fish123. They're still within 4. Stifmeister are starting to get close. And Fish have the rifles out to play. No AWP for Smooya. For Mars, for Mighty Max, the AKs and the AWP will be out for Stifmeister. Have to go quickly into the B setup. Waiting for a man out here. Astro going to hear those footsteps, realizes that someone is trying to jump peek for information. I think they may have spotted out that first man, but not the bomb. And that's just great information picked up, or great information being denied by Stifmeister, and Fish123 just have to deal with what they got so far.
Yeah, they're low on utility as well. That flash was pretty much a waste. No one's even going to be blind off it. There's no one peeking off it as well, so maybe just try and keep that flash for a retake or something else. Does look like they have a good read on it in terms of who they've got towards B. As it looks like Stifmeister were going to go towards B, but maybe heading... Oh, the Smooya spot in connector. Not many people really check this angle, and you know why. That is fantastic. I completely forgot about that angle that even existed.
Yeah, I mean, so few people use it. It's such an OP spot as well. Fish123 exploiting that. Smooya, he opens the door. I don't even know why Stifmeister didn't have a man watching that particular position. But either way, he doesn't quite find the frag. He just holds him suppressed. He doesn't have information on many more people there. As the T's have rotated all the way back into long, and Smooya's going to go ahead and rotate and support. It's all down to, I think, Sliggy there. I can't quite read the name from here, but either way, Link will take him down, and Smooya's watching the cross. He takes out the first man. As Astro tries to rotate, he's a little bit too late. Dancy caught off guard. The head gets tapped off as Smooya looks for his triple. He can't quite find it, but it doesn't matter because Mole is here, and he's going to take himself one. And Mighty Max will take the other. 15-10 now. Fish on match and map point for this CT side. Stifmeister need 5 for overtime, and then overtime to try and turn the tables against the Fish side.
Yeah, I just love it when we said that Stifmeister were out of the game, they make a comeback, and then as soon as we say they're back in the game, they start to lose again.
Yep.
They cast the curse, they call it, ladies and gentlemen. That's a prime example of it now. This is going to be an AWP onto Laza, 3 AKs out. Link unfortunately forced onto the CG. 15-10, 5 rounds to climb, like you said, and that's still quite a hurdle to get over.
Yeah, AWP, 3 AKs, CZ as well for Link. Fish123 have the AWP on Smooya, 2 AKs, 1 M4, and a FAMAS from, I was going to say Mighty Sliggy. Honestly, can you just change your name back to Sliggy, dude? Honestly, please, come on, give me a break. Fish123, spread out across the maps.
No bomb, though.
At the sights. Oh, Sliggy catching off Astro. That's the first man down, 1 for 4. With Stifmeister. Hold up in mid. Try to gain some sort of advantage right here as they peek in and out. Kita held back on the sandbags as well of the B site. 50 seconds will remain. Still left to go here for this CT side hold. Stifmeister desperately need to find their way back in this one, else this is going to be a Fish123 victory.
Yeah, and now Sliggy needs to be very careful, but he's actually going to find that kill into Dansky as well. Very well done by him. Smooya takes down Luzzer as well, and Smooya takes down another. We're going to be saying goodbye to Stifmeister here in the upper bracket as Sliggy looks to finish it off, but it'll be Smooya carrying Fish123 through.